Good morning. MLB Central is presented by Hyundai. Let's go. The crumble menu is terrible today. Yikes.
I'm gonna be honest. Yesterday is my version of a really good day. It was a little drizzle rain, right? I always love being outside and playing some golf or doing whatever. But it was a little drizzle rain. The Masters was on.
Okay.
There was day games. Bled into Baltimore, Boston, Philly Pirates. I mean,
So you just laid on your cap. Oh gosh.
Which, by the way, I worked so hard in the off season to give it all away in 2 weeks of being back in this apartment. I'm so sick and tired.
What do you mean?
Because when I go to the grocery store, because I have to go for myself,
you end up getting bad stuff.
I buy bad stuff.
You can't go hungry.
You can't have that in the. You can't have it in the house.
A pint of Haagen-Dazs chocolate ice cream goes down like a bottled water at 49 years old. It's crazy.
Don't buy it.
I don't like chocolate ice cream.
You know what you do? You open up the container while in the store, sniff it, and then put it back.
And then eat lettuce.
How about the people that eat it, chew it up, and then they spit it out?
Did you say you only eat chocolate ice cream?
I don't like chocolate ice cream.
Oh,
what?
No.
Hey, just to be fair,
Vanilla.
you mentioned crumble. You mentioned
Vanilla.
crumble. There's some good options here, but the Monster M&M cookie, crumble, you're better than
You're better than that.
You're better than
We all know.
Wait, you like vanilla?
I like cookies and cream.
I like cookies and cream.
How basic is that?
Yeah. Well, she's a basic.
Some chocolate at you.
Oh my gosh. Come on. How many years did you play in the minors?
Oh my God! I got called up after 2, but I rode the train back to AAA. Probably a total of 4.
Okay, because Tyler J spent the past 5 years wondering if he would ever get a chance at the big time. This is why I love the game. 29 years old, 8th inning at Truist. Look at this. Gets a shot. Lefty reliever pitched the final 2 innings in the Mets win. 1 earned, 5 hits in his MLB debut. He was the first rounder.
I was gonna say he was a first rounder out of University of Virginia.
Right? But health issues he's been dealing with, and he got the sweetest opportunity, and he nailed it. And this was him post-game.
Got married in 2021, and I just had 2 daughters that are 4 months old. So just so that, they get to know, Dad never quit, which means a lot to me. So it definitely means a little bit more nowadays than before.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. That's really cool.
I keep thinking
everyone's got a different journey.
Yeah.
That's why. No, I'm not kidding you. That's why I wanted to come work here in the first place.
Why?
Because I had played on 8 teams. I had played coast to coast, every division. I had met so many people. I had met different philosophies in different organizations. And I felt like 95% of the guys that are in the big leagues, their heart is good. And all of them have a different grind.
Yeah.
So I wanted to tell their stories. That was like a guy like Tyler J.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Or a guy like Bobby. Bobby Witt's putting a game on notice, people.
You stop it right now. Robert, how you feel about your Astros?
What did I tell you about the Astros at the beginning?
He's going oppo on curveballs from right-handers.
Vinny Pasquantino, bottom of the first. Watch out. Spoke after this game, said a perfect 7-0 on the homestand, and we are giving it our all.
They needed length from Hunter Brown yesterday.
Wait a second, though, Robert.
They did not get it.
I'm going to need Joe Espada to go get him a little bit quicker than he did.
I don't know what options you got.
His season's wrecked.
Nick Lofton.
Yeah,
put up 9 runs in the first.
He really has been struggling all season, and he struggled at times last season as well. The Astros' Achilles heel, and Chandler Rome did a great article on it in The Athletic. Their off-season planning. They didn't get enough pitching.
It's just ripping your highlights.
It really is. But I was just going to say, Bobby Witt had a single in that inning before he had the home run in that inning.
He had 2 hits in the same inning.
Miguel Garcia and the Pasquatch had 2 hits as well.
Yikes.
9 runs, 11 hits.
Yes.
Woo!
Watch your throw. Get off me.
Get off me. I got to be great.
That's his football back.
By the way,
you
run into Bobby Witt again, you're released.
I always hear you say he's such a special player, and he affects the game in so many ways. He's still second, throwing error, and Witt Jr. still third. I mean, later in that bat, this is the payoff right here. Boom.
Pasquatch is hot now.
Doubles to right.
Isn't it amazing? You start slow, and it's one.
Oh, look at where
move.
that pitch is. 97 at his chest.
Royals have the best 13-game start since 2016. Bobby Witt, post-game.
We're just putting together great at-bats. We know Brady's on the mound, get him a couple runs, and then just put together good at-bats, like I said, and just compete up there, stick to our plan and approach, and just battle. Just saying, the boys are playing some ball right now. We're having a lot of fun, both on and off the field, and it's a lot of fun, like I said. I've been watching the Masters and playing the big fade, so that's what I was trying to do today. Yeah, we were both going for the ball, trying to make a play, and then he hopped over me, and we got the out. That was all the thing that mattered. Pretty special, the fans out here. We love them. We're going to keep it rolling and do something special this year. So thank you, guys.
They're special so far. They put up 13 on the Astros on Thursday. A 7-0 homestand makes you feel a certain way, and they've outscored opponents. Nays gave me this 48-13 in that 7-game win.
Who was on that 88 team, Nays? Dive in on that.
I mean, I saw Bobby Witt dump Gatorade on Salvi. It was 2 games ago. And I thought to myself, this is the old and the new perfect. You know, Derosa always talks about the perfect mix coming together. And they're having a lot of fun. It looks like it from the TV screen.
George Brett, Frank White, Danny Tartable.
Danny Tartable.
Oh, I love Danny.
Hal McRae, was he on that team?
Oppo Bombs. Bo Jackson was on the 88 Royals.
Yeah.
God. All right, so we have like this running gag on the show about what I used to do when we'd go play the Royals.
In a landlocked state.
You'd stay at the Intercontinental Hotel with that big fountain. I made a couple hundred walking in that fountain one night. I did that. You won't go in that fountain. Yes, I will. Couple $100 later. Woke up the next morning, looked at what was in that fountain. I wasn't too happy. I had to go get like a tetanus shot.
God forbid.
But I digress. We used to go across the street into this this beautiful area of restaurants and shops, and there was a Kona grill there.
Yeah.
And everyone posted up and got sushi, but you guys make a joke because it's a barbecue spot.
Yeah.
Correct.
You like barbecue?
First place I ever had
Cornbread?
Cheesecake Factory was in Kansas City.
I love Cheesecake Factory, the Oreo cheesecake.
Wait a second, that has nothing to do
Change
with
your
barbecue.
life.
Yeah, sorry about
Cheesecake
that.
Factory.
There's too many things on the menu, though.
Yeah.
Are you going pulled pork, brisket,
Mac and
chicken,
Brisket.
mac and cheese?
Brisket, mac and cheese.
Well, I think
No ribs, though.
I think Mac Quattraro.
Opened up a barbecue.
He might have opened up a barbecue spot,
Right, let's roll
and the
with it.
line is out the door. He's getting rave
look at that.
reviews. There was 9 runs and 11 hits. Take a look.
The
So
Yelp
what are you gonna
page is
gonna order when you come in? First off, let's rip what they did in the first inning, because Hunter Brown probably would have pulled you after the 5 runs were scored, but we left you in there to die. 9 runs, 11 hits. That does not happen often. So I wanted to rip through this, but we're going to start ordering some sandwich, a la what we did with the Dodgers back in the day, creating the Dodger Deli. Matty Q's barbecue was on fire, and he's taking a breaking ball from a right-hander, dead right field. The people at home that played in the show and got in the box knows how difficult that is to do. He is putting the league on notice, like I said. So what are you going to order? Maikel Garcia might order the line drive. This guy has been really good for this team. Early going, slugging .472 with 3 homers, 12 RBIs in 13 games this season. He's 15th in Major League Baseball with a 51% hard hit rate over the last 2 seasons. I want the Bobby Ball game. The number 7, please. 358, 4 homers, 8 RBIs, 3 stolen bases in the early going. Maybe you want to get it
Where did
on.
his net go?
The pass squad.
Oh my
It's
God.
like the old 96er and John Candy, the great outdoors right there.
Why is he wearing mine?
I don't know. But Vinny went 6 for 8 with a homer and 8 RBIs over his last 2 games after starting 4 for 37.
Captain. The best.
The old reliable.
The guy.
When you walk in. Sal Perez. By the way, he's mixed in 2 homers, 10 RBIs, and 841 OPS in 13 games this season. It's all coming together for the Royals. They're swinging a hot bat. Maybe you want something with a little kick. You get through the big
like
boys,
this
and then
swing.
all of a sudden, MJ Melendez in his mock neck steps up, eye black on, and takes you deep.
He's got swag.
Yes, he does. 325 average, 3 homers, and 8 RBIs. And something a little bit different, the Velasquez Vittles. Has anyone dived in on Nelson Velasquez? 325, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. And if you want something maybe for the pitchers, there's a triple threat. We're going to get 2 of the 3 late here with John Casey, the Skybox, Cole Reagans, Brady Singer. But don't forget about Seth Lugo.
Yeah.
They went out and got Michael Wacha. Some savvy veterans mixed in this lineup. Matt Quattro's barbecue spot is getting rave reviews. They are smoking hot right now.
How's their sweet tea?
It
There's
better be
nothing
good.
better.
Oh.
The Royals are in
cornbread.
town to take on the New York Mets for a weekend series. The Astros, meantime, their next 6 games are against the Rangers and the Braves, back-to-back. And to make matters worse, those games are at Minute Maid Park, where they have really, really, really struggled. So
It's raining outside.
yeah.
Houston does not look. There's something missing.
What have I been?
Wait. Well, you got to let it breathe. There's
What do you
152
mean?
games.
Middle relievers that they had?
I'm big on
they
the
had?
chemistry of your team. I'm big on it. I think the Josh Hader move was, unneeded, a luxury item that kind of threw it off its axis.
You love Josh Hader. You're just saying
Josh
in that
Hader's
team.
amazing. He's
course.
arguably the best closer in the game.
Agreed.
But I have a guy in my locker room that has gotten the biggest outs in the sport, and now I just replaced them.
Yep. Yeah.
So you can say what you want, but that throws it off.
Let's go to Boston for the Orioles and the Red Sox. That was our showcase game last night here on the network. And
Feeling feisty.
what
Pilar is
about
good in the booth.
Colton Cowser?
Pilar's
Cy Ranch, stand up. Colton Cowser from outside the Houston area with his first career home run, and the Orioles cut the lead to 2-1 in the 8th. Anthony Santander. This game got squirrely in the later innings.
It really did.
Santander wraps it around Pesky's pole, and it's a 3-2 Baltimore lead. But in the home half, Connor Wong. Whose house? Cougs' house. The former University of Houston Cougar with his first career pinch hit homer, and we're tied at 3. But in the 9th, you got runners at first and second. Jackson Holliday still looking for his first hit. Kenley Jansen, Gibson swinging. Holliday starting his young career 0 for 8. In the 10th, Gunnar Henderson leading off, going off. Isaiah Campbell, in his last couple of outings, 8 hits, 8 earned runs. 5-3 Baltimore, and then Cowser again. Second of the night. Orioles go on to win 9-4. Here's Colton Cowser with J.P. Morosi after the win.
Colton, congratulations. What a night. First and most important question, where is the ball from your first Major League home run?
I believe McCann got it. It came back onto the field. I believe he got it from the ball girl. So I want to say thanks to him.
The 10th inning, 3-0 count. Were you surprised to get the green light?
A little bit. Then I kind of just got the green light. I was like, let's just treat it like it's 2-0. Don't swing at a bad pitch. Just make sure it's your pitch and put a good swing on it and be on time.
That really was an entertaining game.
It really was, Robert.
Reese McGuire gets kicked out. The
When
Red
you
Sox,
can't get kicked
when
out.
you can't get, I mean, there was so much going on.
Quick. I wonder what he said right there. For that umpire to chuck
Yeah,
it
me
that
too.
quick was a little ridiculous.
There was definitely some expletives, but that was a crazy, crazy scene. Look at the splits this season. In the first 6 innings, they're just getting warmed up.
Yeah.
All right? But then beyond, once you get to the 7th and beyond, they really start to lean on you. And D-Row, this lineup is deep. It is real deep.
It makes you realize it's a young man's game, but I think you got to have a little dirt in your cleats to win a World Series. But good God, Robert.
Yeah.
I mean, Colton Cowser's basically replaced Austin Hayes, who started in left field for the American League All-Star team. He gets off to a slow start. Colton jumps right in there and is blasting balls over the green monster. The list goes on and on of guys, like I was just saying to Lauren, if you're going into the team store today, whose jersey you buying?
Gunner.
I'm buying Gunners too, by the way.
He's tailor-made to play that position.
But you look around what they're going to be able to do, and Jackson Holliday's just the start. I mean, we saw Gunnar Henderson walk away with the Rookie of the Year last year. Here comes Jackson, but there's more on the back end of this. So a lot to like.
By the way, Kenley Jansen, 15 years. Been doing I was just on his baseball reference page.
I'll get into Boston a little bit here as well. Garrett Whitlock's thrown the ball good for them. Cutter Crawford's thrown the ball
Pitching's been better than maybe most people thought.
Pitching's been better, but the defense is a problem. And I think the domino effect of Trevor Story going down is going to Alex Cora's got his work cut out for him. But I'm going to start with the jersey that myself and Lauren would buy, because I agree with you. Between him and Bobby Witt, these might be my two favorite players in the entire sport. Let's get into Gunnar Henderson because he does everything over the top well. We talk about toolsed out, wants to play a premium shortstop position. He makes this play look super easy, and he's got an absolute cannon for an arm. The reason I'm showing these easy defensive plays for Gunnar Henderson is, pause this real quick. Going down to spring training and having a chance to do some demos with the likes of Nolan Arenado and Francisco Lindor and talking to Dansby Swanson. Coaches at home, especially youth coaches at home, a lot of these guys are doing a lot of their infield drills one-handed. What do I mean by that? They're making a lot of their moves. They're not doing the old fundamental funnel it to the belt, 2 shuffles. They almost feel like the analytics are telling them that 80 to 90% of the balls that they're fielding on a nightly basis, they're doing with one hand. So they want to do their drills with one hand. And what you're seeing is a lot of shortstops and third basemen almost play the ball into a one-handed kind of move. And I watched Gunnar Henderson. If you can run that back real quick, the defense, I mean, this is a play he could easily set up in front of and turns it into almost a one-handed. I'm sure he's working on drills like that. 2 shuffle sets his feet. This is opening day. Real quick, pause. This is opening day, bottom of the first. The Angels have already scored a run and gone up 1-0. The ability to know and how to read how to run bases. You don't need your third base coach if you know where the outfielders are playing and you trust your speed. There's about 2 or 3 guys in the league that go first to third on this ball. Run it. Adley Rutschman gets jammed. Little floater to right field. I mean, Gunnar, that's doing it with nobody out, but that's a great read. So he gives me base running as well. And he gives me pop for days. This is a right-handed pull hitter hitting that over, and he steps on it. He knows he's got this over the monster from the left side. So real quick, pause this, bring up the boards of his StatCast stuff. StatCast notes, 52.8 hard hit percentage since the start of 2023. That's 10th in the league. He's got an absolute cannon, 90.2 miles an hour arm strength in 2023. That's 5th among infielders, and he's 6 StatCast runner runs since 2023, tied for the MLB lead with Bobby Witt Jr. So he brings all the tools to the table. And I'm telling you, I don't say this lightly, because the guy I'm going to comp him to is the guy who taught me more about the game, my dad, Rudy Jaramillo, and get into it. Chipper Jones is a first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the best third basemen to ever do it. Came up as a shortstop, eventually moved over to third base. I don't know if that's the template for Gunnar. I know he wants to stay at short, but good Lord. Chipper had the ability to roast balls the other way like a right-handed pull hitter. He swung a 34.5-inch bat, 34 ounces, just an absolute log. And he dominated the whole southeast of the country for an extended period of time. So I see that in Gunnar Henderson. I just see an absolute star, and the game is going to slow down even more to him. He is a beast. Okay, Boston Red Sox. Got nothing but love for Alex Cora. Let's get into it. And there's been some bright spots. Tyler O'Neill, change of scenery, has been incredible. Jared Duran has been super at the top of the order. He's infectious. Whitlock's throwing the ball good. Cutter Crawford's throwing the ball good. But you're going to take on Baltimore in a 3-game set coming into Fenway. Your defense was porous at best in 2023. And every day you gave the Baltimore Orioles extra outs. Every day. Pause this real quick. And I'm not here to pick on Tyler O'Neill because he's gotten off to a great start. But you have to let the game and the score dictate.
What do you mean?
What? 5-0 lead right here. We got how many out in this situation? There's no way. There's man on first. There's no way that Ryan Mountcastle's going first to third on this ball. So there's no reason for Tyler O'Neill to come through this like he's going to make a play at third base. Run it. Just set up and get the ball in. We're just giving extra bases for no reason in that spot. Now it's second and third, and now we're in trouble. Nobody out. It was all series long last night. Big spot. This changed the whole game. Routine play. You're in the right position.
Also a double play they couldn't turn.
Right here, Robert.
Yep.
This one's like mental
tough.
to me
Yeah.
because you've played shortstop your entire life. You know you have replay all over you. How do you not touch the bag in that situation? This all led to Baltimore eventually winning this ball game. So Alex has got his work cut out. And I think we can put up the full screen. Outs above average since the start of 2023. I mean, it's by a mile. Wow. The Story injury is going to really have a domino effect because I think he covered up some of Devers' misgivings at third base.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there. So I want to see Alex piece this together. They got to play better D. Have to, period, especially against the great teams. And I want to get into Colton Cowser again because he had just an absolute monster series, and he got off to a tough start. I want to look at this. He got off to a tough start last year when he came to the big leagues. He went 7 for 61 as one of their top prospects last year. Took it on the chin, came back to spring, had a monster spring, 6 bombs in spring training. He's behind Austin Hayes. He's behind potentially Cedric Mullins, Santander in the outfield, and he's saying, how do I get my ABs? I want to take you back. I don't think people realize in 2021, he was the 5th overall pick. Here he is on draft day, listening to Am Singer and Dan O'Dowd describe what they see.
So many comps to this guy. What do we think? Brandon Nimmo is one that I've heard some people say, including you, Dan O'Dowd. What do you think?
I think he looks like Brandon Nimmo. Profiles in left field. It's just all his mannerism, the way he hits. The power's a bit of a projection at this point in time. That's why I put him in a comp with Brandon Nimmo.
Sam Houston State came into Fenway. He's starting to feel pretty confident. Maybe he is Brandon Nimmo because he was going oppo and then he stomped on this ball in the top of the 10th. That's every stitch in Fenway. And I just want to show you a great swing. Pause this. This one's going to this is the pull homer. This is the opposite field homer. And we always talk about, in case he'll come out here, there's not 3 different swings. There's point of contact. There's the same swing. I'm here, it's going to right center. I'm here, it's center field. I'm here, it's pull side. Watch this. At the point of contact, please stop. Stop. Look at that. Basically the same swing. It's just point of contact, rhythm, and timing. This ball is destroyed to right center. Like I said, he's got the power to drive it oppo over the monster. So he had a series for the ages, and he's going to be in there. He's forcing Brandon Hyde's hand. Baltimore's good. Baltimore's really good.
And now it's Jackson Holliday and Jackson Churio, 2 20-year-old stars, the future of our game.
Athletic. Gunner's the dude.
He's a dude.
Wow.
The Red Sox gave up, what was the note, Nays? 16 unearned runs this season. That is the most in baseball. All right.
카드를 넣어주세요.